Has someone ever done you a favor that actually saved your life and you didn't realize it? And you didn't realize it because you thought you were doing them a favor? Well, I have the perfect clip for you today. Now, before we get into this clip, I want you guys to join in on the conversation, comment under this video. Now, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, so here we go.
My last relationship, we broke up because he asked me to marry him, but then he asked me to sign a prenuptial agreement, and I said absolutely not.
Yes, fellas, this is what you want. Look, what women don't realize is that men want to be married because we think it means she belongs to me. We think it means that she is mine. This woman is letting you know you are not mine. I do not belong to you. That's what she's saying, but she doesn't think she's saying that. She thinks she's saying something else. If you're a person who's been married before and then been divorced before, you'll understand the favor she just did you.
I think that's bogus. I'm not going to sign a piece of paper that says that if you leave me, I get nothing. Like, no, I think that I should have half of everything that you've worked your entire life for. And I think that's fair.
Fair? Oh my God. Listen, this woman cannot be serious. She think that's fair. Listen, let me tell you this, fellas. Her box is not worth half your life. It is not worth half of what you had to work for. Let me explain something to you, fellas. Women are able to leave a relationship even if she cheats on you. Even if she cheats on you, she still can get everything that she's after financially when it comes to you. Now, let me ask you guys something, right? Who do you think was the biggest loser in this? This is why I'm telling you that she did this man a favor. Is it the person who wanted 50% and got 0? Or is it the person who got to keep 100% of their stuff? I'm going to go ahead and tell you, the person who got to keep 100% was the winner. Now, the person who wanted 50% clearly needs the other person. And I mean needs them. Now, this makes you ask important questions like, well, damn, what is she really here for? And what's important to her? These questions are important because you may be trying to marry for love, or you may be trying to marry for love and business. Listen, if you have to do a prenup, it's not a bad thing. And it actually doesn't mean that you don't get anything. What it means is you get what you agreed to if a divorce happens. Now, if there was no such thing as you getting anything after the divorce, I don't think a lot of women would be leaving these marriages. In fact, I think women would really be striving to keep these marriages because they'll understand the lifestyle that certain men have. Not every man is living a luxurious lifestyle. Not every man is living a lavish lifestyle that women get to post on social media just to make other women mad or jealous. Most importantly, she doesn't realize that she can be easily replaced, especially if he's the person that she wants 50% from. Now, I have 3 ways or 3 main points to show you guys this. Number 1, she showed him her true colors. She's not there for the reason he thought she was there for, which is love. Because if she's with the guy, she's going to get to utilize the lifestyle and maybe have access to at least 75, maybe 50, maybe even 100% of the funds. So that lets you know what she's actually there for. And that's to make sure she leaves with something. Here's a scenario for you, right? Because I read this in a book. Live your life based on the end. What would you be doing, or what would you be thinking about with your last thoughts, right? So this is a question I like to ask myself. If I was on my deathbed, would this woman be an amazing nurse or a horrible nurse? Next, number 2, women outnumber men on this planet by at least 3 million. Now, The reason why I said at least is because we have people who are already coping. Now, when I say coping, all I mean is they decided that they're going to like their same gender, or they're not going to get into the game of marriage in the first place. So that makes the number even higher, because some men are like, you know what? Why would I get married? And let's just say when men start to realize that once you make a certain amount and you see that the other men don't make that much, now you can say, well, damn, hold on. I can afford 2 wives. I can afford 3 wives. I can afford 4 wives. Now, the reason I'm saying it this way is because we have a lot of women who are now overvaluing themselves. When a woman overvalues herself, she puts herself neck and neck with you. Now, if she doesn't need you because of financial reasons, then that's a whole nother thing. But this woman sounds like she clearly needs this man, especially if she wants 50%. What I'm really saying here is that every woman does not get a man because there's not enough men to go around. So when I start questioning myself on women's actual intelligence, it's making me wonder. Like when I hear women speak like this, I'm like, how many men do she think is actually in love with her or actually wants her as a wife? Yeah, they may want to bend her over, but how many men actually want to keep this woman around as a wife? Not every woman gets a man. And this is kind of sad, because when I hear women speak like this, they must think that it's flip-flopped around. They must think that they're the only woman on the planet, or that there's an even number of men and women, or that the numbers are in their favor. Like when I hear them speak, it sounds like they think that the numbers are in their favors, which is actually not. And I'm not telling people to do math and try to figure out, because I just told you guys there's 3 million more women in the United States than there are men. Now, when you talk about the world, now you start to get to like 1 billion. But it's worse, because women's standards are so high, they are no longer looking for human beings, because no human being are going to reach today's woman. Because there is no human being that's going to reach a woman's standards in this year 2024. So you may be better off going ahead and dropping her off at her parents' house and skirting off. Now, believe it or not, this is the biggest one, fellas. This woman saved your life. She added years to your life, because when women get into these marriages or get into relationships, what ends up happening is she no longer wants to see you happy, meaning you have now turned into her personal slave, her personal robot, her personal, okay, this is the project that I have for you today. This is the project. This is what I want you to build for me today. This is what I want you to build for me tomorrow. This is what I want you to build for me or put together for me in your free time, which means you have no free time. If you have free time, now she feels like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. You're not helping me around the house. You're not helping me with this or with that. And listen, I understand that there are men who unfairly put all of the work on a woman, but we know that it's fair, because if the roles were reversed, that woman would be pissed if she came home to a clean house after she worked real hard and see everybody sitting down chilling, right? She would be pissed. So what really matters is, how is she able to structure the household? Because from what I see, there are a lot of women who don't have a lot of structure or discipline. Fellas, this is why I constantly tell you, get your life together, get your mind right, get your body right, get your finances together, because there are women out here who are expecting you to take the worst deal you can possibly get. And then there are women out here who are actually looking for men and just hoping and wishing and praying that that deal is great, or that it's better than what they have been receiving. Meaning this guy don't have no ambition, no dreams, no goals. He just sitting up chilling. So really easy to work on your mind. Read, meditate, work on your body, exercise. You're going to need to do that just to maintain health and flexibility. Most importantly, all women want money. We just heard this woman say she wanted 50%. She thinks she deserved 50% of what this man worked his entire life for. That is insane. I mean, look, this was probably one of the worst deals I've ever heard in my life, because it makes you wonder, why does she deserve that? What is it that she's doing that's so special? Like, he can't hire somebody to clean up, to cook and clean, to possibly give him intimacy. He can't pay for that? I don't know. But I will tell you this, fellas, adapt, because on your quest for looking for that unicorn, you're going to run into women like this. And these women have been part of hookup culture, friends with benefits, situationships, flings, vacay bays. It's not important to complain about a woman like this. It's important to see that this type of woman exists. In fact, here are my 4 categories that I see when I hear women speak. You have the wife, that's the one you want to build with, right? The one you want to have children with. Then you have the fun girl. The fun girl is the one that's going to give you headaches when she's not having fun. Next, you have the companion. Now, the companion is the one that's going to be there no matter what. It's going to be there through health issues, financial issues, and this is probably the one that the majority of men want, but usually the companion doesn't look as good as the wife. Now, we have the gold digger, and the gold digger only cares about herself. Actually, what she cares about is the gifts that she's receiving, the expensive gifts that she's receiving on a regular basis. Now, I have a question for you guys. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.